This meditation is for the part of you that's ready to slip out of old shapes and meet your next skin. I am Mayana. You already got the magic. I'm just here to remind you. Let's begin. You made it here. Something led you here. And that's already enough. Breathe into the edges of yourself. Breathe into where it feels tight. Too small, too big, too old, too young. To all the spaces within you that carry old cellular memory. Offering up your breath to the parts of you that keep repeating itself. Offering up the breath to the parts of you that keep reinventing themselves. Sometimes we're wrapped in parts that no longer fit. But like a snake before it sheds, we may feel friction. That's not failure, my love. That's truth rubbing up against illusion. Tell your nervous system, this moment is not the past. This breath does not require performance in any way, shape, or form. Here, now, is safe to arrive unfiltered. Truth be told, I smiled when I wanted to scream. Truth be told, I made myself small to feel safe. Truth be told, I kept offering peace when what I needed was distance. Truth be told, I confused being agreeable with being loved. Truth be told, I've called exhaustion purpose and over-giving grace. Let these confessions land, not for shame, but for your own remembering. And with each breath, imagining old layers softening. Old patterns gently seen, not judged. Allow them to be witnessed. For there's nothing wrong with the skin you're leaving behind. It protected you, but it no longer defines you. It never did. Let yourself feel. What parts of myself am I still editing for someone else's comfort? where do I still swallow my own truth to protect someone else's approval? If I told the truth, even to myself, especially to myself, what might I finally get to feel? And don't worry if you don't know the answer. These aren't questions. They're invitations back to your own power. Kind of like the truth will set you free. No right or wrong, but what's real, what's true. The new version of you isn't waiting. She's already here. Underneath the layers, you are not becoming, you're revealing. And inhale like you're telling the truth for the first time in your life. And you exhale like you're done hiding. You don't have to prove the old version wrong. You just have to stop performing it. You don't have to prove the old version wrong. You don't. You just have to stop performing it. There's no glory in blaming yourself. I should have known better. But you can allow yourself to breathe into the new shape. The one that fits you. This version of you that no longer asks you to shrink. What is the word that lives in your next skin? Truth, freedom, actual permission to be human. Whatever it is, breathe it in. May you remember the cost of pretending and stop paying it. May your no hold just as much light as your yes, or it does. May your truth come home, unbrushed, unfiltered, and unbothered. This version of you that understands that the lies we tell ourselves are often just old survival tools. And survival isn't the same as living. And imagine now the skin you wore gently cracking, falling away, without blame, without shame. You just don't have to carry it. I release the roles that were never me. I reclaim the truth that always was. May you remember the cost of pretending and stop paying it. May your no hold just as much light as your yes, or it does. You've smiled when you wanted to scream. You've said yes with a tight chest. You've stayed quiet to keep the peace and lost your own. Truth be told, you're not alone. But this is the confession tour, disguised as a meditation. May your truth be embodied, unbrushed, unfiltered, unbothered. You made it so far here. And something tells me you won't go back to sleep. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be real. If this rang true for you, pass it. Share the gold. We don't hoard soul medicine. We ripple it. Follow Mayana Meditations wherever souls go to breathe. See you in the next remembering. This is a No Mask Media production for humans who are done pretending and ready to remember.